Hey guys, I just want to spend a couple of minutes with you, and Austin's asked me to share a couple of tips that I think have been useful for me and that I've seen work with other teams. As you know, by now, hopefully, we are shifting from being life groups, serving in groups and on teams, to just thinking of ourselves as teams. We are inside mission teams and we are outside mission teams. And so today, for the next couple of minutes, I just want to give you just a couple of tips that I think would be beneficial for all of us as leaders as we continue to move forward in either developing our mission statements for the first time or actually revising our mission statements from last year when we went through our group shift and developed mission statements to fulfill and meet the overall mission statement of our church, which is helping people far from God experience Jesus. So the first tip that I would like to share with you is essentially this. We want you as a leader to be able to create buy-in and unity within your team. And I think this is essential to seeing teams be very successful and accomplishing the mission at hand. And as we think about that, I think one of the ways that we can create buy-in and unity is by working with our teams and asking them very specific, open-ended, and empowering questions. And I'll give you a few of those in just a little bit. There's a second thing that I think would be very beneficial, and that is it's very, very key to determine the group's skill set, determine the group's giftings. You know, we are a team of people. A team is a group of people that come together and are on mission together, moving forward to accomplish what it is that they want to see accomplished. But in order to be successful at that, you really need to figure out what parts of the team are really strong and in what areas. And so you can do that by asking questions. So here are some of the questions that I think have helped me in the past to helping people determine what it is their giftings are, or what it is that their skill set is. One question would be, how have you been on mission in the past and done so where you have actually lost track of time? A second question would be, what is it that you're naturally good at doing? And so you ask them these questions and you really get them to consider what it is that they are good at, what it is that they lose track of time when it is that they're doing what they're doing. And then third, what is it that people typically ask for you to do for them? And as they consider this, one of the things that they're going to realize, and you're going to realize as a team, is here's where we're strong, and here's where it is that we have an opportunity to make the greatest impact for the kingdom, the greatest impact for helping people far from God experience Jesus. So those are two great keys and tips that you might consider using. But then, as you lead, remember this: acknowledge, validate, empower your team, give away your ownership. I've heard this statement many times: leaders lead, they don't dictate. And whenever I think about that, I try to adjust my leadership accordingly. So lead, don't dictate. Be on mission with your team. Experience a lot of great memories and live the mission out. Be on mission.